Now today, I normally will post something for the voters of America and everything, but today I want to do something different. I want to talk to the world leaders. I want to talk to Canada and China and all these other countries that are that all these other countries that come to the United States and stuff, and during our time that we're going through a coup. I want to say this. Stop entertaining Donald Trump. Stop. Yeah, I may get in trouble for this. Yeah, but it need to be said. You world leaders, stop entertaining him. You come down here, you come to the United States, or you invite him, you come to the United States, and he sits you in that room with all them folks, his loyalists, and then he berates you. He lies on you, he says he gonna cut a deal with you, and you don't see the deal. You come down here and you get your feelings hurt, and then you wonder and then you act like you're so surprised. See, that's one thing about women. You know, maybe these world leaders now need to start listening to their wives. Because if you listen to your wife, a woman who can smell the BS will tell you, don't look here, leave that man alone. I admire the president of Mexico. Oh, she had a few words with him, and she didn't entertain him. She did what she had to do and then moved on. If you notice, he ain't messing with her like that. But he picking on Canada. He steady picking on other folks, other countries. But he ain't picking with Mexico. He ain't but see, Mexico showed his slip when, as soon as he got elected and started issuing them tariffs, they came down here, they went to Washington, D.C. and tried to negotiate with him. Now, my question is that you see what we dealing with. You see what we are dealing with. Why would you think that you coming down here would is gonna make a difference? No, you putting him on a more platform. You putting him on a platform where he can sit here, and now he said he got your attention. When you run down to the White House and sit in that room thinking you finna make a deal, a negotiation and stuff, and then he brags about how he ain't got over on you, then you know, like I said, have some dignity, country. The world has some dignity. China has some dignity. Have some dignity. You know, Canada. It's really for Canada. Canada, you know what? You the closest thing to us. And right now we got this mess going on in our lives, and we trying to fight. And y'all coming over here trying to negotiate with him. Really, you making a situation worse. You are. You're making a situation worse because you coming over here and you catering to that mess. Stay at home. Stop entertaining him. Let him do what he think let him, if he say he gonna run it up, the tariffs to 500%, let him do that. Because we getting ready to go through a depression. We finna be a third world country. Let him do that. Half of y'all getting your beef from somewhere else, Canada. You know, cut the lights off. What better time now? You should have did it in the summer. It would have been a mess. Cut the lights off. Be through with it. Stop sitting here threatening what you're gonna do. Do what you gotta do. That's what I don't understand. Y'all sit here, that Mexico lady, I admire her. See, but you trying to negotiate. See, I'm gonna tell you a good story. You know, this is a true story. Somebody like him, you can't tell him nothing. Trump, you can't tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing. He knows everything. He did everything. See, that TV image got him on that high horse. Because see, y'all called him for years a businessman, and then back then people didn't really know it, but y'all gave him an image that now has come back to bite you. Supreme Court gave him a carte blanche to do whatever that they need to do, and see now he got these old cronies that's out to try to destroy the America. They're trying to destroy America. They're trying to destroy anything that is good and sacred. The Kennedy Center, the Kennedy Rose Garden. They're trying to destroy anything that makes America with democracy. We're gonna suffer because food ain't coming over here. Things ain't coming over here from countries. And see, you got to show these folks that, you know what, America ain't like it was back in the 40s and 50s. We are in a new age where international trading between all of us is very vital. That's why don't nobody want a war, because it's very vital. It's different than little bitty wars, and then it's that big war everybody trying to avoid. But he's not trying to avoid that. And you see, he lied to us, the American people, not to us, but the American people. Of all the things he promised, he has lied to them. So what makes you think he's going to be honest with you? What makes you think that he's going to be square dealing with you when the people that voted him in, he ain't even did what he said he was going to do? He helped them out. If the world really cared about the United States as they say they do, you will stop entertaining his foolishness. But men don't. Men just feel like they're going to go and talk to him and reason with him and make him understand. That man's 78 years old, and if he ain't understood it by now, he ain't going to get it. He still got folks buying his Bitcoins. That's why he changing the banking system. So, and you got some dumb black folks that still say, oh, he's making it, he doing the right thing. He's helping my investment. No, fool. He's doing that mess because he's trying to regulate the bank so he can get his Bitcoin system in. See, the dollar ain't finna be about too much longer. The American currency ain't gonna be worth, 2 pennies. But y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that. See, he's signing all these executive orders. He talked about how Biden signed all these executive orders, but he's signing over close to 400 executive orders. And he don't even know what it is. They just put a big stack in front of him, and like a child, he just signs off on them. And they want you to see his signature and stuff. But you elected officials, see, Saudi Arabia found out the hard way. See, they turned around and the world know. See, if you cater to his ego, you may get something. But then he gonna wake up in the morning and have dementia, and then he gonna turn around and forget what he did and go back on his word. He's the only person that don't even listen to a court order. To him, the Supreme Court hooked him up. Because, see, they sat here and said that he's immune. But, see, they weren't expecting him to turn on them. But, see, y'all world leaders still think that he's still upright and honest when he's been crooked since day one. And you steady trying to fly over here. You're steady trying to have events over here. You're steady trying to include us when right now you don't need to include us in nothing. Handle your business. Do what you gonna do. We gonna suffer until these folks wake up and see the mess that we are going through. Y'all keep coming over here. Stop giving him a platform. Just stop. No. He invite you over? No. I got something to do. I got to prime my hair next week. Well, I gotta feed our cats. The president of the United States want you to come here. Now I got something to do. I got to water the garden or something. Or better yet, when he said I need to come to this country. And no, my people are already messed up. We don't need nobody else. We good right now. We good. See how he turned on Venezuela? Venezuela was more than happy to send all them folks to El Salvador and Venezuela. They were sending them immigrants to places that, undocumented and everything. And then look what he did. Put a bounty on a man that's in Venezuela. We never heard of him. Oh, now he doing all these big, come on now. Come on. And he doing all this distraction. So you'll forget about them Epstein files. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a whole bunch of people on there that's kind of afraid now. Whether you went there innocently or you went there to visit or to relax or you actually participated. So yeah, so with that being said, world, if you love America so much, shut us down. Shut us down. What better way to get attention of all these MAGA supporters when they can't see right now? We still can do some of the stuff we do, but when you shut it down completely, world, y'all did it back here with Hitler. Do it with him. Shut him down. Shut us down. I guarantee you, when you shut some folks down, I guarantee you're going to get everybody's attention. Just stop. Just stop. If you love us, stop entertaining him.